Hey everybody, how's it going? We're going to be diving into the anatomy of the NPC Puppet. This is an amazing puppet designed by me, built from scratch from beginning to end by me, and I've taken in a lot of inspiration from industry professionals, from the guys who do crank anchors, the Jim Henson people. There's a lot of industry professionals here on YouTube, and they've all been instrumental in helping me to make my own patterns, design my own patterns, and of course make really, really cool puppets that people love and enjoy. And when designing this product, when designing this puppet, I wanted to make it incredibly easy to use for as many people as humanly possible. So children, adults, etc. And I also want people to be able to customize their puppet in the way they see fit. So what people really like is to dress up their puppets, right? They don't want just something like this. They want to be able to dress up the puppet and put a little suit on it, put a little shirt on it, etc. And that's very, very difficult to do. However, given the fact that there's just not that many puppets like this, this is what I've coined the semi-professional modular puppet. So a lot of the techniques that I've deployed to build this puppet, like legit, the pros use these techniques to build them. And I'm going to show you guys how to do those in separate videos when I start selling the patterns. So when you buy the patterns, it's going to be links in the I guess in a handwritten note. There'll be like a QR code or something, and it will lead you to instructional videos for each specific part. So there will be a video for the hands, there will be a video for the body, a video for the head and the neck, etc. And of course, because it's puppetry, there's more than one way to do everything. And I'm not saying my way is the best. It probably isn't. Maybe your way isn't the best. But if we all share ideas, maybe something is more comfortable for you than for me, etc. And maybe there's something that I don't know, because puppets have existed for hundreds of years. I mean, they've been around forever. So the magic of puppetry is not going anywhere. And it's very, very difficult to build these things. And if you don't want to, you can head on over to my Etsy page and I will build an NPC puppet for you. This is an amazing puppet, and it virtually functions the exact same way as every single other puppet out there, except the range of emotion in the mouth is very, very limited. However, this is how you go ahead and manipulate the neck and the head of the puppet, and even though it doesn't have a lot of range of emotion in the mouth area, you can still convey quite a lot of, you can still emote quite a bit. And the mouth still does move. And the way that all my puppets are designed is that the mouth is always going to remain open to some point. The ones that actually look more like the traditional puppets that we're used to, those mouths are a lot wider and a lot easier to, well, I don't think it's a lot easier to manipulate, but it's more obvious what they are trying to say, what they're trying to emote, because of the range of motion in the mouth. This one is a little bit more simple. So if you're not very skilled in puppetry, maybe the NPC puppet is for you. Of course, this is a meme puppet. This is kind of like an inside joke for a lot of like internet people like myself. But yeah, check this out. So it's like blah 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 blah. I'm an NPC, and all I'm doing to use this puppet, the mouth plate, it's like a V shape, right? It's like a V shape. So these are the motions that you'll need. So you can pinch like this if you'd like. You can probably do this if you'd like, or maybe you can go ahead and use your whole hand depending on the size of your hand. So yeah, very, very simple. So blah 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 blah. So yeah, this is not my NPC puppet. Somebody paid for this, and I'm gonna send it off to him. By the way, if you buy an NPC puppet, it's gonna come disassembled like this. And since this is one of the first people who bought an NPC puppet for myself, I'm actually going to go ahead and include a t-shirt for the puppet. And let me show you how this thing works. So it's going to come like this, and you're probably wondering, like, what the heck? This is a puppet? Well, this is how it works. So the hand. Let's start with the hand. So we have a very, very long arm rod here, and it's a nice neutral flat color. And if you later on, I'm probably going to start painting some of these black. Because if it's like a flat gray, dark gray, black, or some neutral color like this, there's really no need to go ahead and paint it, because you don't want this to be distracting, distracting or shiny. And the handles here, since your hand, the puppet, it's generally like this is the front of the puppet, right? So the hand, this is the the proper correct orientation. Let me go ahead and move this back so you can see what my hand is doing. When you're controlling or manipulating it, you want somewhere for your thumb to rest. So this is kind of offset more towards the body. The rod is more towards the body, and I have quite a little bit of space right here for my finger to rest. So both of the handles, arm rod handles, are like this. Okay, so let's go ahead and start attaching this to the adorable NPC puppet. All right, so we have these two shoelaces. They're not going anywhere, okay? But still, don't yank on this. Don't yank on this. But it's not going to go anywhere. This is sewn in there really well, and I even sealed it with some premium glue. So there's two holes here on the side. The top shoelace goes right on in, and I'm just putting my hand in here, and then I'm pulling gently. This is very quick. You don't have to be rough with it. As a matter of fact, please don't be rough with your puppet. Even though this is, put together really well, it's sewn together with a Juki TL2000 semi-professional, semi-industrial sewing machine, and I use very premium adhesives like contact cement. Goodness, Fabric Tech, you name it. Okay, so don't worry about this. This is gonna go away. So we're gonna go ahead and pull these up just like this. Pull it up through the neck. Now you want the top on the top and the bottom on the bottom. And of course, if you put your hand, I'm putting my hand back into the puppet just to make sure that I'm not mixing them up. And I'm not. Okay. So also included 2 of these little gasket and 2 of these little cord lockers, these double cord lockers. So you can probably see where this is going. So I'm gonna just put one of the shoelaces through one of the holes, and I'm gonna put the other shoelace through the other hole. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and push this down. Now what this is gonna do is gonna push up against the wall of the body of the puppet right here. Let's see. Okay. All right, and this is where that cord locker is going to come through. This is a little bit more challenging to do when you have a camera and a microphone to worry about, but I'm doing the best. All right. All right, so this is going to push up against that gasket that's already inside. Okay, I'm gonna move my hand right through the bottom of the puppet, and I'm just pinching the the little cord locker. Gee, my voice keeps cracking. I need water. Ugh. All right, so again, I don't need to be too rough with it. All right, boom, look at that. So now we don't even see the shoelaces on either side. Okay, it's as if this was sewn together like that. All right, let's do, now we're gonna do everything in the proper order. So I'm also gonna include these little Velcro straps. I'm just gonna go ahead and there we go, something like that. All right, just leave that down there in the body. Go ahead and do the other arm. All right, so now all we have to do is insert the NPC puppet into the body, and Shazam, you have your NPC puppet. Now I'm putting my entire hand through this, and yeah, so now I'm an NPC puppet laying down on a workbench. How cool is that? All right, so yeah, what also I mentioned, what makes this puppet a lot better and more special than my own, my very first prototype, is that the arms, the hands, they can you can manipulate the fingers in any way that you want. How cool is that? So yeah, they're just a little bit more rigid. And yeah, like they could probably hold like a little item or something if you'd like. Just be very, very careful. But yeah, this is it, guys. This is the puppet. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up. I'm gonna go ahead and put a t-shirt on this puppet really quick, just for demonstration purposes, just to prove to you that this thing can be changed. Okay. All right. All right, here we go. So yeah, the puppet now has a t-shirt on. How cool is that? And again, I put little suits on these puppets. You know, I've done all kinds of things with it, and yeah, I mean, this is great. This is fantastic. This is exactly what you want. Another word, I mean, you don't, again, it's not necessary. The whole point is like you put your hand in the puppet and you can just start puppeteering, right? You can start having fun with your puppet. However, some professionals do like to use like little pins, like these here. Let me go ahead and get them really quick. They like to use oversized pins like these to pin the neck to the body itself. I don't think that's necessary. Just the way that this thing, if this was a lot larger, if this is a much larger puppet, like something that you would use like on a stage, like an actual stage, yeah, it probably would be necessary. But for these puppets of these sizes, even though this body is like mostly 3D, because some of the like the free puppet patterns that exist, like the bodies are flat, and you basically just wedge your hand or your arm right through it. And I mean, this is more 3D. The fit is nice and snug. I'm able to easily put my hand right through this. And yeah, man. So this is the anatomy of the NPC puppet. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, if you want your very own NPC puppet, you can head on over to my Etsy page, and I will be more than happy to build one for you. I got to send this guy out today. The customer has been waiting very patiently. There has been some technological differences, if you know what I mean. with some of the sewing material, and that has been remedied. And never again. Luckily, there's a lot of professionals out here that I can lean on or assistance. So thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. You know the deal. Peace out.